Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I'm KT, your neighborhood friendly personal trainer. First things first, shout out to my aunt for this cool shirt. I will see it in every video now. I'm just playing. But anyway, today's video, I'm going to provide some tips and tricks for you that will help you with your nutrition. Some simple, mindless things you can implement into your everyday life to help you reach those fitness goals. So stay tuned for that. First things first, let's start with breakfast. Now, breakfast just means break fast. It doesn't mean that the traditional American items that are included in breakfast are things that you have to eat. You can eat whatever you want at breakfast. So if that's chicken, if that's overnight spaghetti, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be your standard bacon, eggs, toast, pancakes, waffles, whatever. You don't have to eat those things. However, at breakfast, I do want you to prioritize protein. So whatever you decide to eat for your breakfast, make sure there's a good amount of protein in that. I say this because one, if you have watched previous videos of mine, you understand how important protein is in your diet. But two, when you can start your day with some protein, you're going to feel more satiated, which is going to stay in your body a little longer, which is going to reduce the likelihood of you binge eating or snacking on things that you might not want to eat later in the day because you didn't have a proper fulfilling breakfast and now you're super hungry and then you're just eating whatever, messing up your train of thought for the rest of the day. So they say breakfast is the important meal of the day. Again, breakfast can be even at 11 a.m. There's no certain time breakfast has to be. It just means when you break fast. The first thing you eat for the day is breakfast. Anyway, they say that is the most important meal of the day because it really does set the tone for the rest of your day. Doesn't mean if you have a bad breakfast, you can't come back. But when you can start the day off strong, you're more likely to end it strong. So with your breakfast, I want you to prioritize getting in protein. So that can be your bacon, that can be your sausage, that can be your eggs, but it also could be some salmon, it could be some chicken, it could be some fish, whatever. It could be some chickpeas. Just make sure you prioritize that protein. The next thing I want you to add to your breakfast is a fruit and or a vegetable. Now, this also goes into my second tip, which is instead of taking things away, I want you to add things. So let's say in the mornings you already have a breakfast sandwich that consists of, bread, some eggs, sausage, and some cheese, okay? Instead of me telling you don't eat that, let's just add to it. Maybe we can make it a BLT. Maybe we can add some lettuce and tomato to that sandwich. Same thing you were already eating, just add some vegetables to it. Or maybe you want to, let's say at lunch, you typically have a sandwich with some chips. So imagine your plate, your sandwich is on half the plate, chips are on half the plate. Can we maybe slide the chips over and add some grapes? Can we add some orange slices? Can we add some apples? So you're still eating the sandwich and chips you were going to eat, but now we're just going to add a fruit or vegetable to the things we're already eating. It's recommended that we as adults get 5 servings of fruit and or vegetables in a day. So the only way we're going to do that really is either we're going to have like a super huge salad that consists of all those servings in one meal, which can be a lot, or we have to spread that throughout the day. So when you're thinking about things you already eat, try to find a way to add a vegetable to it. If you already just eat spaghetti that just consists of ground beef, ground turkey, whatever, and pasta, noodles, and sauce, maybe we can chop up some zucchini, maybe put some mushrooms, maybe we can have a side salad. So just find a way to incorporate in those vegetables and those fruits. Okay, so tip 1 was to start your day with protein of some sort. Tip 2 was with breakfast, snacks, lunch, and dinner. Try to add a fruit or vegetable to the things you already eat so we can get closer to that recommended 5 servings a day. My third tip is going to be water. I want you to start your day with water. I want you to end your day with water. I want you to, in between meals, drink water, and with your meals, drink water. Again, based on our exercise levels, and I do have a YouTube video on this as well, but based on our exercise levels, our body composition, our height, our weight, all of those things, we need a certain amount of water. And in order to get that in, we're going to have to get it throughout the duration of the day, because if you try to chug 64 ounces of water in one setting, that's not going to be good for your kidneys. So if we can space that out throughout the day, we're more likely to hit that target. And that's the reason a lot of people fail to reach their goals, is because, out of sight, out of mind, you don't have your water bottle around, you're not really feeling thirsty, so you just don't drink anything. But if you can prioritize it and be mindful of it. When you wake up, drink a cup of water. And a cup of water, I'm talking like the 8-ounce glass. Like, a cup of water is this big. So I think when you wake up, just throwing that back real quick won't be that big of a deal. So we can do it at that moment with your breakfast. You can drink some water, or if you're more of like an orange juice, cranberry juice, like whatever, like you can still drink that as well, because that is getting some liquid in. And then in between breakfast and lunch, have another glass. At lunch, have a glass. Between lunch and dinner, have a glass. At dinner, have a glass. And a couple hours before bed, have a glass. So really just trying to incorporate water and get that level up, because that's going to help your salt retention. It's going to help flush things out of your body. So many benefits to drinking water. So this is really important. My fourth tip is going to be timing and avoiding deprivation. And so what I mean by that is, I don't want you to get to a place where you are starving. So if you know that if you don't eat breakfast, you're going to be at work all day, you didn't pack a lunch, and you're probably not going to be able to eat until 5 p.m., that's a long day of not eating. So when 5 p.m. does come, you're going to be crucially insatiable, and you're going to want to eat everything in sight. So it's important that you time your meals. If you know you're going to have a very busy day, make sure you have that big breakfast. Or if you know that you're going to be out for a long time, make sure you pack those snacks. So I definitely don't want you to get to a point where I am starving. Now, feeling hunger is a good thing. I'm not saying never feel hungry and continue to feed your face so that you've never experienced that feeling, because that's good. You don't want that signal in your body to be depleted because you never allow yourself to feel it. I'm just saying, don't get to a point where it's so bad that you're starving. And that's where the timing come in. So just making sure that you plan your meals accordingly. When you start to feel hungry, this is the time to find something to eat before it goes even further. Now you're in starvation mode. My fifth tip is be diverse. So we have billions of gut flora, gut microbes. Like it's a lot happening in there, and they don't all eat the same thing. So in order to properly fuel and feed your gut, besides actively taking a probiotic or prebiotic, because even then, those might not even be helpful, and it might not even be the food that your gut wants. But when you can diversify your diet, try new fruits, try new vegetables, try new grains, try new spices, like eat different things and allow your gut to flourish, fuel it so that it can take care of you. They don't call your gut the second brain for no reason. It plays a crucial factor. And a lot of people who have mental fog, depression, health issues, you'd be surprised how many of those cases simply come from having a bad gut. It's crazy, the correlation. So when you can really take care of your gut, you're going to be better in the long run. You're going to find yourself feeling more refreshed. You're going to find yourself maybe even losing weight. You're going to find yourself being more regular. You're going to find yourself being more energetic. Like all these things just from taking care of your gut. So this is very important. And a way to take care of that is to feed it, and feed it a lot of things, because again, there is billions of them and they don't all eat the same stuff. And then my final tip to piggyback off of that is to eat the things that you like. There's been so many times I've been sitting down with a consultation with a new client, or even talking to an old client, and then they're saying I'm like, how's your diet? Like, what do you like to eat? And they start with, I love pasta. I know I shouldn't be eating that. It's bad for me. Like, I should stop and just eat more salads or whatever. But I just love my pasta. If you love your pasta, you keep eating that pasta. Again, going back to my earlier tips, just find ways to add to what you already like, because when you stop eating the things that you like and you start eating things you don't like, it's just not going to be good for you. The stress, the displeasure of it, and the not being able to enjoy it, that's actually going to be worse for you than for you to just continue to eat the things that you like. It's more important to add to it than to take away things that you love and things that you're used to, especially if the things that you enjoy are things that you make yourself. Like, when you're thinking of culture foods, let's say in a Hispanic family or in a Black household, like there's these cultural foods that people tend to stereotype that aren't good for you. Like, that's full of salt and that's full of fat and that's full of whatever. But people are making these things in their home, so you're buying fresh ingredients, you're preparing this food by yourself, you're controlling how much salt you put into it. So even that's going to be a lot better for you than to go out and buy a prepackaged meal, or to go out to a restaurant where, you can't control what's in it. Like that, they're making it to their ability, not for what you need. But you can modify your own foods, and just like I said before, making the food yourself is still going to be great for your health. Continue to eat the foods that you like, and just find ways to add more nutrition to them. That's all I got for this video. So I hope these tips help you. I hope you're able to implement them into your nutrition and feel a lot better about your journey, whether that's weight loss, maintenance, or even gaining muscle. If you did like this video, you know what to do. Please go in and give me that like. Subscribe to see more content like this. Share with a friend that needs that help. And I'll see you in the next video. As always, don't forget to crush it.